Welcome back. Yes, to be able to think about it, I pressed my nose. It provided a solution, and to solve it, it's cogitate. You have to cogitate. Now, David, you know, here when we're competing in the studio, there's electricity in the air, the sparks are flying. Mm-hmm. But to produce all that electricity, you need a kind of a source of electricity, and that's where you're taking us back to today.
I am. It's the word battery, and our lives are just littered with batteries, literally, because we have batteries in remotes and sensors and air conditioning. They're everywhere. But where does the word come from? And the link is the Latin word battuere, B-A-T-T-U-E-R-E, which is to strike. But what's the link between a battery and striking?
Because that sounds very physical, you know, and we think of a battery as a, well, pretty passive kind of piece of equipment.
It is, but if you think that batter as a verb has that association of striking, where it's a battering ram, or there's even something like a battery of tests that you undergo. It's that whole idea of an onslaught.
I was just going to say it's the repeated striking, not just one strike, but it's bang, bang, bang.
Exactly
bang.
right. The word is actually linked to that concept of charging. Just as soldiers charge or things are struck repeatedly, that onslaught concept is actually preserved in the electricity idea. Because in the 1700s, actually in the Netherlands, there was a thing created called a Leyden jar, L-E-Y-D-E-N, and Leyden was the town in which this was invented. And it was an electron rod that sat in water with a sort of tinfoil cap. And the whole concept was that it could actually store a charge. It could keep a charge, and then it could be released and battered upon, whether it was a circuit, whether it was an appliance. And that's the concept.
So these are sort of very evocative words that are, in a way, an exploration of how to put this strange new concept, as it would have been back then, of electricity into evocative terms.
Exactly right. Electricity has been around us as a natural force forever, but it's only been harnessed in the last sort of 3 centuries. So when it was harnessed, we suddenly had to grab old words to describe it. And that is why even the word electricity comes from the Latin electrum, which is amber, or the sort of resin of a tree, because the ancients first believed that electricity was hiding in this kind of translucent material. So there again, even the word electricity reflects that sort of ancient power that we have needed ancient words to describe.
Fascinating backstory. Thank you, David.
Pleasure.
Let's have a look at the scores. As I said, they are absolutely even, 13 points each, as we go into our next letters game. Prudence, what would you like?
Lily, could I start with a consonant, please?
Thanks, Prudence. S.
And a vowel, please.
U.
Another vowel, please.
I.
And a consonant, please.
F.
Another vowel, thank you.
E.
And a consonant, please.
P.
And another consonant, please.
G.
Another vowel, please.
I.
And one more consonant, thank you.
And lastly, H.
And your time starts now. How many did those letters give you, Prudence?
Only 5.
And Colin?
1 less than that, only 4.
Only 4. Let's start there.
Fuse.
Thank you. And Prudence?
Guys, G-U-I-S-E.
Happy, David?
That's a wonderful play, and in fact it didn't surprise me, Colin, that you found fuse after talk of electricity, the same way we found staged after Prudence's background. And guys is an excellent 5, Prudence. It really is very hard to find much larger than that. However, I did find a 7 because my cousins are keen rock fishermen, and they catch a blackfish which grunts a lot, and the nickname for that is a pigfish. That's the 7. But guys is excellent. Good play, Prudence.
Good work indeed for Prudence. 5 points. Well, let's see if the next letter mix is a little more forgiving. Colin, what would you like?
By consonant, please.
Thanks, Colin. C.
And a vowel, please.
A.
And a consonant, please.
L.
And another one, please.
R.
And a vowel, please.
E.
And another vowel, please.
Another E.
And a consonant, please.
K.
Consonant again, please.
R.
And another consonant, please.
And last letter, T.
Thanks, Lily. Here's the clock. What did that mix yield for you, Colin?
7.
That sounds good, Prince.
Damn it, 6.
Nothing competitive about this game. Never mind, let's start with that 6, please.
Talker.
Talker, and Colin, you're a speller by the sound of it. What was your 7?
Tracker.
Tracker. David.
Well, you talk the talk, Prudence, but Colin walks the walk. It's a good word, great word. Tracker is fine. And I saw claret, and then I remembered from looking at shopping lists that if you stir an E into claret, you get treacle. Another thing on your shopping list.
Nice work, David. But well done to Colin. 7 points. It is a very close game indeed, with only 2 points between them at the moment. So, Prudence, very narrow gap. What numbers would you like this time?
Lily, I'd like the family mix.
Thanks, Prudence. That's too large for small. Let's see what we have. 4, 6, 1, 8, and the too large, 25 and 50. The target to reach is 413.
Let's see if we can get there. How close, Prudence?
2 off, I'm afraid. 411.
Well done, Colin.
414.
Just 1 off. Well done to you. So tell us what you did, please.
50 plus 1 is 51.
50 plus 1 is 51.
Multiplied by 8.
By 8 is 408.
And then add the 6.
Add the 6 is 414.
So, nice work, Colin. You are just 1 off the target. A little bit of tweaking there, Lily. Did you use a bit of tweaking in your method?
I did, as a matter of fact. How did you know?
Oh, well, it is the Serna approach.
Okay, 50 plus 4 is 54. By 8 is 432. 432 minus 25 is 407. Plus 6 is 413.
Very nice work. Straight there. And interesting to see those 2 bits of tweaking. And I suppose we should remind our viewers of what tweaking is. It's when you add something to the big number and you put it in brackets, and that kind of takes you a little bit closer to your target. Is that a fair summary, Lily?
Perfect explanation.
I'm slowly learning. So, great result there for Colin. 7 points. That means Prudence 18, Colin 27 as we head to our next break. And another word mix for you. This time, wins doze. And the clue, good in your clothes, bad in your job. See you soon.